You know, when we think of airports, we picture passenger planes. But there's this whole other invisible fleet out there, absolute giants that keep our world spinning. Today, we're diving into the incredible world of cargo aircraft. These are the unsung workhorses of the sky. And trust me, what makes them special is going to blow your mind. So let's just start with a crazy question. Picture this. You've got a 60-ton main battle tank sitting in Texas, and it absolutely, positively has to be in Germany by tomorrow. How on earth do you do that? You can't exactly stick it in a FedEx box, right? The answer is a type of aircraft that is just on another level. And that answer is the dedicated cargo aircraft. These planes are the real logistical backbone of our modern world. I mean, forget about passenger comfort or getting a window seat. These are pure, purpose-built machines engineered for one single critical mission, moving enormous things across the planet at jet speed. All right, so here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to dig into why these planes even exist in the first place. Then, we'll break down their totally unique design. After that, we'll explore the different types of cargo planes, meet the giants flying right now, and finally uncover the amazing tech, the brains behind all that brawn. So, Section 1, why do we even need these flying behemoths? Well, it turns out they're a very specialized solution to a huge logistical problem that things like ships and trucks just can't solve. At its very core, a cargo aircraft is all about function over everything else. Every single design choice is laser-focused on three things: maximizing how much you can fit inside, handling unbelievable amounts of weight, and, critically, loading and unloading it all super fast. Forget windows and legroom, this is literally a warehouse with wings. Okay, now this is where things get really, really cool. Because they're built for such a different mission, cargo planes look fundamentally different from the passenger jets we're all used to seeing. Let's break down exactly why. There's this golden rule in cargo plane design: form follows freight. And what that means is the shape and the features of the plane are a direct answer to whatever it needs to carry. You don't design the plane and then figure out what fits. No, the cargo itself dictates the entire design from the very beginning. Just take a look at the wings here. On a passenger jet, see how the wings are low on the body? That makes it easy for the ground crew to get to the engines. But on a cargo plane, the wings are mounted way up high on the fuselage. And that one simple change lets the whole plane sit lower to the ground. Why? So you can literally drive a tank straight up a ramp and into the back. It's just genius. Now, let's look at the fuselage, the main body of the plane. A passenger jet is basically a hollow, pressurized tube for people. A cargo plane, on the other hand, is a reinforced box. Its floor is an absolute engineering marvel, packed with heavy-duty rollers and tie-down points built to handle immense pressure in very small areas. And this design lets them do two other incredible things. See how the whole nose is hinged? That's a nose loader. It opens up so you can slide in crazy long cargo, like a blade from a wind turbine. And to keep from literally punching a hole in the runway, the plane's incredible weight gets spread out across a ton of wheels, sometimes more than 20 of them. So you might think, okay, a cargo plane is a cargo plane, but actually there's a whole hierarchy of them. Not every job needs a flying monster, so the industry has different tools for different tasks. Let's break down what those categories are. The guiding principle behind it all is simple. You gotta use the right tool for the job, right? You don't need a giant intercontinental plane to deliver mail, and you definitely can't use a little mail plane to move a helicopter. And this table breaks it down perfectly. You've got tactical airlift planes, like the C-130. They're built tough, designed to land on rough, unprepared dirt strips right near the action. Then you have strategic airlift. These are the intercontinental titans, like the C-5 Galaxy, that haul tanks and huge equipment between continents. Then there's commercial freighters, like the Boeing 777F. These planes are the engines of the global economy, especially with all the e-commerce we do. They're the reason you get a package from halfway across the world in just a day or two. And finally, you have feeder aircraft. They're the last-mile couriers of the sky, taking all those packages from the big airports out to smaller cities. So who are the current kings of the sky? Well, the whole landscape for heavy-lift aircraft has changed dramatically in just the last few years. Let's meet the key players flying today and the ones that are about to dominate tomorrow. First off, some really important context. The undisputed king, the one-of-a-kind six-engine Antonov An-225 Mriya, was tragically destroyed in 2022. Its loss left a huge void for certain types of unique, massive cargo. But now, a new generation of highly efficient and capable giants is stepping up to take over the market. Take the brand new Airbus A350F. Its main cargo door is over 4 meters wide. That's more than 13 feet. You could comfortably drive a car through it. It's the largest in the industry, and it's designed to literally swallow huge items, like entire jet engines, completely whole. But here's the thing. It's not just about size anymore. The really critical factor today is efficiency. The A350F is designed to be 20% more fuel efficient than the planes it's replacing. And that's a huge deal, not just for saving money on jet fuel, but for meeting tough new CO2 emission standards that kick in 2027. And of course, Boeing has an answer, the upcoming 777-8F. This thing is a true powerhouse. It's designed to carry a payload of over 110 tons. Just try to wrap your head around that. That's like taking 15 adult elephants and putting them on a plane. It's staggering. So these are really the heavyweights to watch. For normal commercial freight, it's a battle between the efficient Airbus A350F and the powerful Boeing 777-8F. But for what's called outsized cargo, those unique, massive items like industrial gear or military vehicles that won't fit anywhere else, two champions are still at the top, the legendary Antonov An-144 and the U.S. military's C-5M Galaxy. And just to give you a sense of scale, the cargo hold of the C-5 is so long that the Wright brothers could have made their entire first flight inside of it, and still had room to spare. All right, for our final section, we're going beyond the giant engines and the massive airframes. We've seen all the muscle, but the real revolution happening in modern air freight is the unseen technology. It's the brains behind all that brawn. Because here's the secret. These modern freighters are basically flying data centers. They're not just isolated planes anymore. They are intelligent, fully connected parts of a massive global Internet of Things that links the plane, the cargo, and the ground crew in real time every single second of the flight. I mean, think about just loading the plane. Getting it right is a complex physics problem. It's all about managing the center of gravity, the perfect balance point of the aircraft. It used to be done by hand with charts and calculators. Today, it's all automated. Pallets get scanned, and software instantly figures out the perfect spot for every single one to keep that delicate balance just right. And as you can probably guess, getting this wrong is not an option. And that intelligence doesn't stop when the doors close. This is where it really becomes a flying data center. Let's say you're shipping something high value, like temperature-sensitive vaccines. They're packed with sensors. These sensors create their own little network inside the cargo hold, constantly reporting on temperature, humidity, even vibration. All of that data gets beamed up to a satellite and down to a team on the ground that can watch over the cargo's health in real time. It's an incredible mashup of heavy-duty logistics and high-speed tech. So that leaves us here. We've built these aircraft that combine just immense physical power with incredibly sophisticated real-time intelligence. They are the ultimate expression of global logistics. The question now is, with planes this capable, what new possibilities are they going to unlock? What will we be shipping tomorrow?